Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sashay Away with Barry. I'm here with Roger.
Hi.
I'm going to point every way because when I point with Brian and David, I always say David. No, I say David is here because that's where he usually is, next to me where you are. And then when I watch it, he's on the other side of me.
Yeah, well, so like you're like down here.
I'm below you.
Like, I get it. Barry. Yeah.
That's because you have your phone. You have your phone like this. That's why.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm on my iPad. Like if I'm like if I do this, I don't know.
Yeah,
like, you know.
I get it.
And plus, you have like David and Brian on every week, and there's this is a much better angle for me.
I have a ring light, so I'm washed out. But anyway, we're going to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race UK season UK series 2, episode 6, and it is what?
The Snatch Game. I feel like I've said this the last couple of times, but I really do love that. Like,
that you get to do Snatch Game.
Thank you that you like. I get to be on for
you're going to get
now.
2 very close to each other. Because it's got to be coming up on US now.
Yeah, I think so. If not,
how many people are left?
9.
9.
I mean, I don't know. It could be 16.
Yeah, it's 9.
This season has gone on forever.
It's so interesting when I listen to like other podcasts. They're like, we're halfway through the season. I was like, we've only gotten rid of 4 people. I think we're at 9 this week, and then it'll be 8, which is a Snatch Game number.
It's usually
or I guess it could go down to 7. Like
they've gone from 7 to 10, right, on US.
I was gonna say I know they did 9 before. They may have done 10.
Yeah.
We'll have a Snatch Game either next week or the week after that. So we'll be back at this, but we're gonna talk UK this week. Let's start with, what did you think of the episode as a whole?
You know what? I liked it, but like as we spoke beforehand.
Yes, we talked for maybe an hour now. I don't know what time we actually started, but we were just catching up before we started recording because you didn't need to hear all that gossip.
Yeah, no. But for me, not having had power for the past like 3 days, this was like the first like thing that I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit back down in my room with my canned soup. And like, okay, there's power, there's heat, and so for me, I was just like, oh, Drag Race,
amazing.
Yeah,
I was a bitch and made the pizza man deliver me food in the snow.
You know what, if I could do it, I would, but like,
I tip very well during this pandemic, so I'm sure he was fine.
yeah. I'm sure the people who deliver my Raising Canes are like, yeah. But overall, I liked the episode. At this point, we're so far into the season that I like the girls I like, and for the most part, the girls that I don't like, I kind of like.
Yeah, I don't hate anyone.
Oh no, I don't.
And I haven't really on this season. I mean, going into it just for Meet the Queens, I was like,
yeah.
But the ones that I've thought that about have been ones that I've really liked on the show.
Yeah.
Starting with Tia Coffee, who I was like, she's the first to go home from Meet the Queens, and then I fell in love with her.
I'm glad that I saw that little spark in the Meet the Queens, because I was like, her and Bimini, I was like, I respond to the two of you and I love it.
I love Bimini so much. I'm so glad she's on my team.
Yeah, on mine too, right? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I think we're the only 2 that picked her. It's the way it is. Sorry.
Yeah, but I also picked Joe Black. So
yeah, I picked Joe Black first because I was sure Joe Black was going to win.
I picked Joe Black first too.
But then my second choice was Lawrence Chaney, who I still think is going to win this season.
Talk about a Meet the Queens that did nothing for me.
Oh my God, her Meet the Queens made me want to be her best friend.
Oh really? No, it did nothing for me. But on the show, I love Lawrence Chaney.
Oh my God, she's so entertaining.
So entertaining. So entertaining.
Good. She won me over when she called herself Fat Bastard of Drag in her Meet the Queens. I was like, yeah, we're gonna be friends. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this episode. What did you think of the H&M from last week?
Oh, from last week. You know, I didn't care for it.
I didn't. It made me mad.
It made me mad, and made me mad because this is not. I mean, you know, if you listen to other podcasts, the question has been asked, like, you know, should there be a cap on how much you can spend for things? Because, like,
according to RuPaul, no.
Like, you know what? Some people, all they can afford is H&M.
And these people were coming back during a pandemic.
Where they haven't been working. They are
They have made zero money.
They have zero money.
Yeah. Zero money. The money they're making is paying their rent. It's not buying costumes.
I mean, which one of those two that look alike in drag, Sister, or Ellie Diamond, works at a drive-through?
Yeah, at a drive-through. Yeah. The only one that had work done was Sister getting her whole face done.
Yeah.
So apparently she got money somewhere. Oh, she said, did you watch the UK Queens at Home?
No, was there a special I missed?
There's a special. Yeah, it should be on the app.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't realize that there was a.
It's depressing.
Okay.
It's only 37 minutes long, so I mean, if you can handle it for that long, the Veronica Green part is really sad.
Okay. I didn't realize there was a special.
Yeah, Sister actually had a job that she put on hold while she was going on Drag Race, so she went back to that. So she was working in an office. So she got her face and her teeth done.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them did.
A few of them did, yes.
Yeah. But no, ultimately, like, I am. It didn't paint RuPaul in a good light.
No. And she sold merchandise. Like, her image is sold at H&M on a t-shirt.
Yeah, like
and she did the whole fucking Christmas campaign for Old Navy.
Like, RuPaul has done many things where I'm kind of like, okay, and this is one of them where it was just like,
this one just really rubbed me the wrong way. So much that I didn't do a recap video that night because I was like, I'm just gonna go on here and bitch about this H&M thing and not talk about anything else.
Yeah, it's just, you know, she's a little out of touch. She's a little out of touch. You know,
get ready, because tomorrow I'm going to be doing H&M drag in honor of Joe Black, because I went to a resale store last weekend and there was an H&M dress at the store. And it was in my size. It is not pink velvet, it is black, but it's the exact same dress in black.
Here's my Joe Black.
I love Joe Black, and her runway was my favorite last week.
Her runway was my favorite last week.
Yeah. So I'm still on her team.
And then that's where I'm like, you look at what she's wearing right now.
And you're gonna criticize her what she wore in this challenge. That's what you're gonna focus on.
Right, because the challenge wasn't what you're wearing.
No.
For the girl group.
Yeah, it was so frustrating. Let's not talk about it anymore. Let's talk about Snatch Game. Let me share my screen because I have pictures.
Yay! Oh my God, you put this together really quickly after, because literally we watched this an hour before the hour that we were talking. Exactly.
That's why I was delayed. When I said I'm almost done, I was finishing it, but then I was like, now I gotta go take pictures. Some of these pictures are not good, but we're talking Snatch Game.
Snatch Game.
Woo! So we first have Tia Coffee as Mel B.
Yeah.
I will say Mel B was the only character that I knew.
I knew a couple of them.
Well,
but Mel B is the one that I like. I'm a spice, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of Mel B?
Are we talking look or performance?
We could talk both.
Okay, cool. It was not Mel B. You know, first of all, you know, Mel B, if any good any good gay knows that Mel B wears the leopard print. Like,
not this.
You know,
she doesn't wear a robe.
Yeah, she doesn't wear chicken feathers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, like you'd go wall to wall, and I don't know, I would have put like little
and she wears
things in,
she wears slutty clothes.
yeah, 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 and she relied too much on Eddie Murphy jokes that I was like, oh, that's right, they dated, and then when she used
exactly, they dated, and that was it.
Yeah,
you get one joke based on what their relationship.
Yeah, and you know, there really is so much Mel B that you could do. Like, it's not that she doesn't have catchphrases. She's just out there, you know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but she didn't even like reference the Spice Girl
at all. At all.
I'm pretty sure that's what we know Mel B from.
Yeah, if all else fails, make a crack about one of the other 4 Spice Girls.
Yeah, or Zigga Zig Za every now and then.
Yeah, spice up, like, you know, spice up your life. Throw it.
Give me anything.
Give me anything. You know what? We need to check in with David Hovey, and you can. When you do Toots and Boots for US, just ask him what he thought of it, because you know that Brad and I hired him because he said the Spice World was his favorite movie.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough bashing of Tia Coffee as Mel B.
I love Tia Coffee though.
I do too. I still love her.
Yeah.
Now we have Sister as Psychic Sally, who was Sally Morgan.
Okay, so I didn't know who she was.
Sally Morgan, I brought her up on Wikipedia. It's Sally Morgan, also known by her stage name of Psychic Sally, is a British television and stage artist and author who claims to have psychic abilities. She's received considerable criticism over these claims.
So, here's my thing about using psychics as your character for Snatch Game. Because the conceit is that, you're kind of supposed to know
you know everything.
You know everything. And if you can't get the answer right, just say, oh, well, you know, if you're going to play a psychic, just watch.
What you do is you give some, like when they ask you what your answer is, you give a little story and write the answer down as you're telling the story. And then you say, yes, that's exactly what I thought you'd say.
Just steal what Fifi O'Hara did in All Stars 2.
Yes.
I mean, if you're gonna play a psychic, just do that, because like it doesn't work. Psychics don't work
at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what her outfit's supposed to look like. I guess it's fine.
I didn't like the color. It reminded me of a highlighter.
Yeah, it's ugly.
It's ugly.
Oh, Lawrence Chaney's Miriam Margolyes.
So do you know who Miriam Margolyes is?
I didn't from this.
Yeah. So
but I looked her up and I was like, oh my God, she's from Harry Potter.
She's Professor Sprout. Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, and she's done other things. I mean,
of course.
She is of that, like, Judi Dench, Joan Plowright, Maggie Smith.
Yeah, she is like up there as next to be in line to be a dame.
Exactly. I've seen many clips of her on YouTube because she is on Graham Norton's show a lot.
Yes. And I think she's on a TV series over there now where she's a nun.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But there's a really funny clip of her and like Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Like Graham Norton has her on all the time, and she's just so like.
I had no idea she was a lesbian.
I mean, you know, was she? I don't know. I didn't catch it from this.
It was literally what she said. She's a lesbian thespian.
Yeah.
In her introduction, and that was it. And that's how we were supposed to know that.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny to see again another comedy queen kind of bomb at this.
Fail.
Yeah.
I mean, also look at her. Why did she not do Susan Boyle?
Right.
I mean, that is exactly who she looks like.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things where it's like Lawrence Chaney is really funny as Lawrence Chaney.
Yeah. Well, no, and that's what Rue told her. She's like, just put yourself into the character.
Which I think was really, that could have been good advice if it would have been, put your natural charisma and charm into the character.
Right.
You know?
Right. Don't come out dressed as Miriam and be Lawrence.
Right. But even
put Lawrence
even
into
that,
Miriam.
But even that, it didn't even seem like Lawrence. Lawrence doesn't go on long tangents.
Rambling.
Exactly. With no punchline.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, it was bad.
It was bad.
Matt Lucas.
So,
no, Matt Lucas. Ellie Diamond as Matt Lucas.
Yes. So Ellie Diamond as Matt Lucas as a character from Little Britain.
Yes, as Vicky Pollard.
Right. So I know Matt Lucas. I know who Matt Lucas is. Yeah. I know of Little Britain. I don't really know the show nor the character. However,
but I don't think she was also playing the character. I think she was playing Matt Lucas just in a wig.
Yeah. So I don't like that.
It was weird.
Because if you're going to do that, just play Matt Lucas.
Yeah.
But also I read, because I did a little research on some of these
of the ladies.
Mm-hmm. The ladies. But also I believe that Little Britain is no longer available to watch.
Really?
Now it's considered transphobic and racist, I believe. But I believe that, like, so I don't know. This maybe I don't know. I haven't seen the show, but this is what New York Mag told me. So.
Okay. Well, according to Wikipedia, Vicky Pollard is a popular character from the TV and radio series of Little Britain. She's a moody, obnoxious teenage girl, seemingly incapable of doing much but gossip in a strong Bristol accent.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
I didn't get that at all.
Yeah.
I did get Matt Lucas, just Matt Lucas in a wig.
Yeah, and Matt Lucas, I know from Bridesmaids? No.
I never saw Bridesmaids. I'm admitting that now.
You should watch that.
I know. I say that, I'm like, I don't know why I didn't see it. I just never did.
Let me just double check real quick because I wanted to.
Matt Lucas is the new host of the Great British Bake Off.
Okay.
And was also in Les Miserables several times.
And was in Bridesmaids. And Alice in Wonderland was Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Of course. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Yes. Bridesmaids. So in Bridesmaids, Matt Lucas plays Rebel Wilson's brother, who comes
also makes perfect sense.
So Rebel Wilson is Kristen Wiig's roommate, and comes to stay with Kristen Wiig. Comes to stay with Rebel Wilson. Doesn't tell Kristen Wiig, and it's a thing. So
okay.
Now it's been a while since I've seen Bridesmaids, so
I'm gonna watch it maybe this weekend.
I'm actually quite surprised.
I know everyone said they're like, oh my God, you would love this. I'm like, I know I would. I just don't know why I've never actually sat down to watch it.
You should. You know what you should do? You should do a double feature. Do Bridesmaids with Barb and Star. Go to this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I may do that this weekend.
That sounds like a good time.
That sounds like a great time, actually.
Yeah. All right. So we didn't really love this.
No.
I honestly thought she was going to be in the bottom.
I could have been.
Yeah. And then we have Taste as Jane Turner. This is some wig.
You know what? I will give it to Taste. Taste did not go for pretty.
No.
And
she did not.
And I thought that was great. I thought it put her into a character. So Kath and Kim, so I believe that this is a character from the show.
I think it is. Well, no, it says Jane Turner is an Australian actress, comedian, and Logie award-winning comedy writer.
Right. So Jane Turner.
But I think she was doing her as the character, Jane Turner as the character on the show.
Yeah. So again, it was like, then just do the character, but you can't do that because of copyright. So you do,
Exactly.
you do the role that the actress is the most famous for.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
I remember the American version of Kath and Kim.
Yeah.
So that starred Molly Shannon and Selma Blair. So I'm guessing that Jane Turner's character is the Molly Shannon character, the
right.
mother.
That would make sense.
Yeah. And using Molly Shannon as my reference, okay, yes.
Sure. Yeah. So if they were going to go after Joe Black for what she wore in the performance, why did they not go after her with this wig?
Yeah.
This is like a $2 wig.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and if we can go back even further, I just love that like Astina won a challenge in an ASOS jacket, and then Joe Black gets called out
for H&M.
For only on RuPaul's Drag Race, everyone. Only.
Yeah, I mean, so Taste was fine for me. I didn't know who this was. I didn't know anything about this person.
Yeah. Look, she made RuPaul laugh,
she made RuPaul laugh. She did not make me laugh, but I think it's because I didn't know what she was doing.
Right. Yeah.
But she did make RuPaul laugh.
Yeah.
Now we have Ahura doing Louis Spence, who, again, I have no idea who Louis Spence is.
Reality TV show, professional homosexual, I believe.
Okay.
I mean, it was, again, cute for what it was. Yeah. Was it risky to play a guy? Absolutely. It was again, it was.
I will say, when they first went to the picture of Ahura, I was like, who is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it did not look like Ahura to me at all.
No, not at all. Look, good job from Ahura. Yeah. And she had the moments with the legs. I was like, okay.
The legs were funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Again, for what it was, I thought it was great. I thought it was fine. I thought,
it was fine. Exactly. It was fine.
I did laugh a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah. And this is one of those things where it's like, we spend so much time on the US Snatch Games because of it's US, but right. Just the majority of those people we know. So
we know them. Exactly.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But I think in terms of getting out of Ahura's like stunting on pretty thing, like
yeah, this was a risk for her.
Yeah. There are times where I get a little Aquaria from Ahura, where I'm like, oh, okay, I see you're funny. Oh, I see it. But where Aquaria actually was like, I'm going for it,
Right. Aquaria was holding nothing back.
Yeah, Ahura, I think,
and I always feel like Ahura is holding something back.
Yeah, and then if you think about later on in the workroom, and she's talking about resting, just fleeing to this kind of cartoon bitch character that she has,
right,
as a defense mechanism.
That's what people expect from her.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I agree. All right, moving on to our last queen, which is Bimini Bombulash as Katie Price. I don't know who Katie Price is, but I totally got who Katie Price was.
So I feel like I know Katie Price, even though it's just like I don't. So Katie Price is like, she's like the Paris Hilton of the UK. Like it was right around that time. Like Katie Price is famous for just kind of being a tabloid fixture. Also, what makes me feel old, even though it occurred to me today that I'm just a year younger than she is. Paris Hilton just turned 40.
Did she really?
Yeah.
And she just got engaged too.
Yeah. Oh, look, so it can happen for all of us.
It can happen.
It can happen. But yeah. But I mean, Bimini said the most ridiculous things that have no reason being funny because they make no sense whatsoever, but they were funny.
They were hilarious.
Know that the nipples are the
eyes of the face.
The face. And I was like, what? But it was just, the delivery was,
oh my God,
great.
It was so good. So when she just introduced her, I was like, I think she's gonna win this challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, and when she's just like, yeah, so that's why I didn't write anything.
Yeah. Because her breasts were stuck in Africa somewhere.
Because we've had on the US, we've had queens who were like, oh, I was just busy doing the second change and I just didn't write anything.
I didn't write anything down. Yeah.
No.
Well, I loved also that she's wearing this Party City crown.
Oh God, it's great. And those oh, remember those horrible juicy velour tracksuits?
Yeah, exactly.
This is what it gives me, and
it's a little reminiscent of Big Ange.
Yeah,
but in a glamorous way.
Exactly. But no other queen was as honed in on their character.
Yeah, she knew her character, and what she said she knew she was going to say, no matter what the question was.
Yeah.
And that's how you had to play Snatch Game. I mean, Alyssa Edwards doing
Joan Crawford.
Joan Crawford. her answers had nothing to do with the questions. She just shouted out "Mommy Dearest" references.
Yeah,
and RuPaul lived for it.
Yep,
that's all she had to do.
Yeah. I mean, and there are many ways to have a memorable Snatch Game performance now.
Yeah,
as we have seen.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to impersonate the person. You just have to be funny.
Yeah, and be in the essence of it. It's just.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, a quick question.
Yes.
Do you think, and I should have asked this when we were talking about Tia Coffee. Do you think she could have done a better Dame Shirley Bassey?
I wish she had done Shirley Bassey, honestly.
I love Shirley Bassey.
Me too. Because you can be overly dramatic with anything you say.
Absolutely.
You could say, I don't even know, like answering these questions, you could just say the most random things and just do it super dramatically, or pull out a microphone and sing them.
Diamonds off forever.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like Carol Channing when she said raspberries for an answer that had nothing to do with that. Yeah. But she did it because that's what Carol Channing does.
Yeah. Goldfinger.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Something crazy like that, and it would have been hysterical.
Exactly.
Now that she said that, I was like, I wish someone would do Shirley Bassey on the show.
Yeah.
It would be great.
It would be great.
Yeah. I'm thinking about doing my next drag show as the album that Shirley Bassey did as the cover album she did of all pop songs.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I know. Oh, is this the album where she sings "Get This Party Started"?
Yes, that is the opening song on it.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to do the whole album.
I have to listen to it again.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just everything is super dramatic and it's very campy. You should watch the video. Have you seen the video for that?
I have.
The Party Started. It is so crazy. And I just live for every moment of it.
Yeah, I am. My ex had the Shirley Bassey Greatest Hits CD back when, so we would listen to that. I loved it. So it was before the Get This Party Started album.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get a Shirley Bassey sometime. Who knows?
I love it.
Let's move on to our runway, starting with RuPaul.
I loved this
in
outfit.
This slits.
I was like, oh, you're giving me a little like Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Yeah, very showgirl-esque.
Very, very like, I'm feeling like tucking today.
Exactly. Exactly. I love that she's wearing platform heels, which is crazy for RuPaul.
I even like the little fleshy thing up on top. I don't really know what that is.
I think it's supposed to be a nude illusion. It just doesn't match her skin.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. Yeah,
I don't mind it either. And I love her hair. I think her hair is impeccable.
Yeah, this looks lighter than it looked on the show.
It was kind of a maroonish red, a deep reddish color.
Yeah. It looked darker on the show.
Yeah, because when I first saw it, I thought it was black, and then as like she came into the light, it kind of turned like into a deep red.
Right. Yeah, I thought it was black too.
Yeah, I thought she looked fantastic.
Yeah.
I think she is doing bigger hips these days, which I really appreciate. I've noticed that in most of her looks that she's been wearing. So I say go for it.
Go.
So our category, I wrote it down because I don't want to get it wrong. Prehistoric drag from 100 million BC is our theme.
Yeah.
Probably the most bizarre runway theme ever.
ever. I miss the days when the runway theme also fit like what the main challenge was.
Yeah. I really wanted someone to come out in one of those blow up dinosaurs.
I wanted to see a dinosaur.
Well, yeah, and any dinosaur really, but I wanted and you could do it then as a reveal. It's one of those ones that they just fill with air and then you just take it off and you have something on underneath it.
Yeah.
Like a baby dinosaur inside. Something kooky draggy inside.
Absolutely.
I didn't get that, obviously.
No.
But we have Ahura here giving us this skeletal bodice and mask.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like it.
Do you? She reminded me of Denali this week in her chandelier saying, "This is my most favorite thing I've ever made. I've ever have worn, and it's so exciting." And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I think what I don't like about it is the mask, especially in this picture. You can't see her face.
Yeah, I think like it became less impressive as more people came out.
Yeah.
In the same
it was a
color tone.
It was a good start to the runway.
Yeah, it's the same tone. This is the first of at least three outfits where bones are
bones play into it. Yes.
Yeah, theme of the outfit. I liked the coat.
The coat I think is gorgeous.
Yeah,
I wish she had put it on to start and then drape it.
Yeah,
just to kind of get the whole illusion.
It was exactly what I expected from Ahura.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it didn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Moving on to Taste, giving us, I think she called it a voodoo cave woman, voodoo princess cave woman, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know that it. Sure.
It's not prehistoric to me.
It's not prehistoric, but she did sell it on the runway.
She did. She knows how to work whatever she is putting on the runway.
Yes. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I didn't think it fit the theme completely, but it works.
Yeah.
I do like her big hair. I will say that.
I did like the hair a lot, actually.
Yeah, the thing in her mouth I did not like. She could have taken that out.
Yeah, but and then we see here as well, bones.
You do.
There's bones.
There's like a face on her here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but it's like her vagina has a mouth.
Yeah. Her vagina has a mouth. Exactly.
All right. Sister, giving us, I guess, cave woman.
So again, bones on the face, right?
Bones on the face, the cat made of bones.
Yes.
Which was my favorite joke, saying this, the driest pussy I've ever seen. The best joke ever on Drag Race.
I will say when it came out, I was like, oh, leopard print for prehistoric. Great.
Yeah, great.
But it reminded me very much of like the dressed up like the Flintstones,
Girl, when she said prehistoric, I literally said to Christian, I hope someone comes out as Wilma Flintstone. Because that would be funny. Not like a replica, but a nod to it.
or like I would have died if Tace had come out as Sharon Stone.
Oh my God.
From the movie The Flintstones.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they don't get those movies in the UK.
Wait, which one is this? Who is this?
This is Sister Sister.
Okay.
Exactly. Who is this? This look makes no sense to me.
This look, I don't like the beehive.
No, there's no reason to have a beehive. There's no reason to have that fringe in green.
No.
The shoes are atrocious with this.
Yeah, like the entire out, like it doesn't go well. Like
no, nothing matches.
None of the elements work together.
No, it makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on. I can't talk about it anymore. Tia Coffee coming out as a pterodactyl. I didn't hate this as much as everyone else.
So, okay. I'm gonna get a little gross, so people just kind of
bear with you.
Have you watched I May Destroy You on HBO?
I just started it. I'm only on episode 3.
Okay, great. I just started it yesterday.
Oh, good.
And I just finished episode 3. So
okay.
you know that she tries to have sex with that guy in Italy while she's on her period.
Yes. That's what this reminds you of.
Tia Coffee came out and I was like, am I watching I May Destroy You? I hope that this doesn't.
Now that's all I can see. I'm going back to my original statement is that I didn't hate this as much as everyone else. I think if it wasn't that red tone,
yeah,
I think it should have all been one color.
I wouldn't have thought she was a tampon.
Exactly. But I mean, I can see her body in this, which is great.
Yeah. Okay. So I also have an issue with RuPaul being like, my goodness, you have such a nice body. Why don't you show your body? And it's like, not every queen has to be body yaddy yaddy.
Yeah, Ru, not every queen is you.
Right. And look, that does not forgive Tia Coffee for some of the things that she has worn.
No, for most of the things she has worn.
For most of she can, there are ways, but she doesn't have to be like Simone, like
no, exactly. And to me, looking at this, I was like, she tried to she tried to change what you asked for. It's a bad wig, yes, but the dress shows off her body. I like the wings because it's a pterodactyl. The colors are not so great.
Yeah.
And her headpiece should have been more dramatic. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I like the idea of where it was going. It just didn't reach it.
Yeah. Tia Coffee is one of those.
But I also think this is quintessential Tia Coffee.
Yeah. Well, and I love what she was like, see, RuPaul, there are thousands of rhinestones on it. And I was like, where?
I was like that. I was like, there's not a single stone on that.
I was like, where? Honey, I love you. You're my favorite. Honestly, Tia Coffee is my favorite of the season.
She might be my favorite of the season. If she doesn't get Miss Congeniality, it's a travesty in the system.
Yeah, and I really hope that this. Yes. But I was like, honey, where?
Or Tia Coffee. I hope there's a reunion and she comes back like completely glam.
Oh,
it would be amazing.
I love it.
Let's move on to Bimini Bomb Boulash, giving us completely out of the box as a bacteria.
I think that's great because
I think it's so smart and so fun.
Because as you can see, every other outfit up until this point has been that same kind of color scheme that she pops out and you're kind of like, what?
You're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. And I think eventually I would have got into amoeba and bacteria.
Sure.
But I'm glad that she said it. But she came out and I was like, oh, she's primordial goo. Like, oh no, see, I didn't even catch, and normally I would catch it and run away. But she came out and I was like, oh, we're going for like primordial goo, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then she said, I'm like, oh, duh, you know?
Yeah. This wig might be my favorite wig on Drag Race UK this season. It is so cool.
When they say she took the assignment and thought out of the box and then made it editorial, and I went, yes.
That's exactly what she did.
That's exactly what
from
she
the
did.
wig to the shoes.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything was so effort, like it was the thought behind this. And Bimini on the first episode had to lip sync for her life, right?
Yep.
I'm so glad that, you know,
I mean, if you look at this and then you look at what she wore on that first episode with that soccer uniform.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that Bimini is I just blanked on the word. Oh no, she's peaking at just the right time.
Yeah.
You know,
I kind of pegged her kind of as a Scarlet Bobo, which I hope she's not, because I did not like Scarlet Bobo.
No.
But I see that kind of rise throughout the season that Scarlet Bobo had. Yeah, she had a great week this week, and this was fantastic. The best runway and the best Snatch Game.
I mean, it could be one of the best runways in UK history.
It could be. I agree with that statement very much.
Yeah.
Next, though, we have Lawrence Chaney giving us once again Animal Print.
It's poor
the big wing.
Poor sister, right? Like,
yeah.
It's like, I was like, did you guys make the same dress from the same the dresses from the same fabric?
Exactly.
Like, what is this? Is this tiger? Is this like?
This is tiger, yes.
So I
guess it's a saber-toothed tiger skin that they're wearing. I was
like, yeah. We like.
I do like the detail of the claw marks up by her bosoms.
Yeah.
And those were stoned. I did see that when they talked to her. They are stoned.
Okay.
I think she needs different hair.
Yeah.
She needed the Wilma Flintstone hair.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone could have pulled off coming out as Wilma Flintstone,
it would have been her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just.
Or she could have done Elizabeth Taylor from the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Because she does like to do an older character.
Exactly.
But also older, sexy. So Elizabeth Taylor from the Flintstones right there.
Yeah. I will say that more than, and I don't know, I could be wrong, but this is just an opinion, more than any big girl that has ever been on this show, Lawrence Chaney really knows how to dress for her curves.
She knows her body and she knows what looks good on it.
Yeah. And also, and you know, and in terms of and in terms of padding as well, like, you know.
No, last week when she came out in that life preserver, it was so absurdly padded, but looked amazing.
Yeah. Like, and it's so funny to think that like Lawrence Chaney is 24 years old.
Yeah.
But there is a maturity
to her.
That does emanate. I get why Rue is so like, you know, enchanted.
In love with her.
Yeah. I mean, I am
too.
You know, Bimini's still my favorite. Bimini and Tia, I you know, but like Bimini, Tia, and Lawrence Chaney, like I love them.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's simple, but it's done well. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
And finally, we have Ellie Diamond, and she is giving us the Flintstones, but with pebbles. Did this read Pebbles Flintstone to you?
It read H&M and Party City to me.
I will say she loves that fun fur. This is like the fourth outfit that had fun fur on it.
Yeah, like, and bones.
And there's a bone necklace and bones in her hair.
Bones in her hair.
I didn't love this.
I'm so intrigued and fascinated how all of these queens, except for one, are like basically in the same color palette. Like that,
she's Tina Burner.
Like they're all, oh yeah, she is Tina Burner.
Tina Burner wants this outfit.
Tina Burner wants this outfit. Yeah. You know what? Ellie Diamond is as tall, I believe. I didn't care for it.
She might be taller than Tina Burner.
Oh, yeah.
These boots do not go with this outfit.
No.
Yeah, I didn't like this.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Yeah. We had a guest judge who was Jessie Ware. Do you know who Jessie Ware is?
I found out who Jessie Ware was this summer because my P-Town 2020 playlist was modern disco.
Oh, okay.
And Jessie Ware's new album was very modern disco.
Oh, kind of like Kylie Minogue's.
I feel like Kylie Minogue's was more like party disco, and Jessie Ware was more kind of I don't know. There was like a sexiness to it.
Sure, hipster disco.
Hipster disco, yeah. But I just know from her album and from her songs. Yeah.
I know nothing about her, but I did like her as a judge. I thought she was a good judge.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you should listen to her music.
Okay, I'm gonna look her. I have her on my screen. I'm gonna look up at her music. All right.
Yeah.
So Bimini wins, obviously.
I love that pout.
It's so good. I love that when they announced that she won, it was like she didn't even care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, great. What's next? But we get a good close-up of this wig, which I am obsessed with.
So good.
It is so good.
So hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Jessie Ware's album is What's Your Pleasure?
Okay. Oh, it's right here. I'm going to click on it right here.
Yeah.
Great. All right. I'm going to listen to it this weekend.
Nice.
Oh, maybe tomorrow during work hours.
Woohoo! Oh, that's true. Today is Thursday.
It's only Thursday.
Yeah. This has been one of the longest weeks. In a year full of long weeks, this has been a long week.
Yeah. I mean, it's a holiday week for us, so holiday weeks always tend to seem like they're longer for us.
Yeah.
This one has been incredibly crazy long. To the fact where I may take off next Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Because I am over it. And then we have our bottom two, which are Tia Kofi and Lawrence Chaney lip syncing to Touch Me, performed by Kathy Dennis.
I love this song, first of all.
I love this song, but it's a terrible lip sync song.
Terrible lip sync song. They're both in outfits they can't really move in.
And it was also so boring.
And also, like, I knew as soon as they said that Lawrence was in the bottom, I was like, this is going to be so anticlimactic because we're not going to send Lawrence Chaney home.
No, not at all. And I think they were going to send Tia Kofi home no matter what. And so that is why they put Lawrence Chaney there rather than a Hora.
Yeah.
Because with Hora, it's a toss-up with the lip sync.
Yeah.
Tia Kofi could beat her.
Yeah.
They were never going to send Lawrence Chaney home.
Yeah.
Unless she like sat on the stage and shit herself.
Right. Or left. I mean,
or just walked off, exactly.
Or just walked off. But it also gives, if you're thinking about like a winner's edit, it does give someone, a little bit of humanity.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want your winner to always win.
Yeah.
It is the reason I think that Simone is not going to win season 13.
Oh.
They are giving her too much of a winner's edit.
Well, who else would win?
That is my opinion.
Who else would win?
I don't want to say.
No.
You'll laugh at me.
No.
I think Rosé is going to win. I still think that in my heart.
Huh.
Let me stop sharing the screen because we're done. We're done looking at people. I'm still saying Rosé. She's my pick to win from the beginning.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm still stuck on it because I think they're pushing Simone's winner edit too hard, and they don't want you to know who's going to win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They want there to be a surprise.
Well, I mean, Simone makes it to the finale, so
of course. I mean, Candy Music gonna make it to the finale at this point.
I'm so over it. I'm so over Candy Muse.
This week was the worst. Why are we talking about US Drag Race? But this week was the worst produced show ever, because there is no way that Candy Muse was in the top from that challenge.
Oh wait, that was shit. That was just last Friday.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's how long this week has been.
That's right.
No way she was in the top.
That's right. RuPaul's Drag Race US was trying to gaslight us last weekend, telling us that like
after she told us H&M sucked, then she tried to gaslight us.
That Candy Muse was legitimately in the top of that. And I'm like, no.
Who said like 4 words during her improv challenge.
Only on RuPaul's Drag Race can on one day you be called out for wearing H&M and the next night win for basically doing the bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
Someone on Facebook had posted, like one of the Drag Race sites posted, why are the judges sleeping on Candy Muse? And I literally wrote, sleeping? Why are they pushing her through?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just put her in the bottom and get rid of her.
She is delusional.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate the kind of people who talk shit and criticize other people's actions, job performance, blah, 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 insert, and have absolutely no concept of how absolutely mediocre their performances are.
They are. Yeah. Yeah, I am not a Candy Muse fan. I have made that very public on this show.
No.
I try not to say bad things about her just because I have a skewed opinion of her, so I try not to say bad things. Like I said, I liked her outfit this week. That is the one positive thing I could say.
I hated it.
I wasn't by any way should have put her in the top just for wearing that outfit. But I was like, this is the best you have ever looked.
I will say this. I was like, oh yeah, I guess that's good for Candy Muse.
For Candy Muse. It was the best she'd ever looked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've seen her for years, and that's the best she's ever looked.
Yeah.
Poor Candy. Anyway, we lose Tia Coffee this week.
I hope that this gives Tia the bump that she needs to take it to the next level. I do think that like the star quality is there.
She's definitely a star.
She's just not ripe yet. Like she's,
she's kind of like Lala Ree. Lala Ree was not ready for Drag Race.
Yeah.
Lala Ree is a great performer and super funny on her own. She couldn't apply that to the challenges, and she doesn't have the money for runway looks for Drag Race.
Yeah.
So she just wasn't ripe enough.
Yeah.
But I think we'll see both of them again at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Next week we have, it looks like another challenge to a design challenge, that making stuff out of crap.
Those things. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Yeah. It's a
superheroes.
Pandemic Sheroes.
Pandemic Sheroes. That's exactly what she said. Who knows what that means?
Yeah.
Do you think everyone's going to go superhero, or do you think someone will dress up like a nurse?
I don't know. I just hope someone doesn't make a dress out of sponges, because I've had enough of that. I saw that. Did you
Don't
see
come for Rosé.
No, Monet.
I know, but Rosé's looking like sponges with all of her tulle. I still think she's going to win. She's going to win, and then she's going to be crowned in a giant tulle dress.
Honestly, I think when Rosé walked out in that purple tulle pillowcase,
the sandwich.
I think in her head, she thought she looked like Bimini did today.
Exactly. She has the most confidence in her runway walk, but they have been rough.
I
think Rosé, there was a sale on tulle in New York City.
Rosé needs to stop and take a look at her proportions.
Yeah. Because she has a good figure.
Yeah. Because you know what it makes her look. It just makes her look more mannish.
She looks like a man. Yeah.
And the thing is like, even as a guy, Rosé doesn't really. I don't know. It just she looks boxy. She just when she
yeah.
Yeah.
I think she has a good chance to win this episode.
You what?
I think she has a good chance to win this episode finally.
Have you watched the
10 minutes?
Yeah.
No, I have not. I'm trying to stay away from them.
At first, I was getting cringe vibes until I was like, oh wait, oh, I like this.
Okay. I'm excited. So it's the Ruthical coming up tomorrow, and I think they're gonna let Rosé win just so Jan's head explodes.
Was also, oh wait, I don't know.
What?
Was All Stars filmed after season 13?
I don't know which order they were filmed. I think it was season 13 and then All Stars right afterwards. I think. We'll see.
Okay. I'm only asking because I just assumed that
we all know Jan is on it.
Jan's on it.
I think the rumor is out there. Again, allegedly, Jan is on All Star 6.
Well,
but she's on All Star 6. We all know it.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna let her win just so Jan's head explodes. Because that is the one challenge Jan wanted to win, and she did not.
I love Jan. Also, the faces on Rosé and Denali.
Oh my god.
Rosé
and Denali are invisible on this show, is what I've decided.
I would like to see them make out.
Okay.
It's what they need to
Denali
do to
does
stand
nothing
out.
for me. I find Denali, I think because she's kind of comes off as a brat to me, so I find her unattractive because of that. Rosé, I am in love with and have been for years.
I love Jan. I love Rosé. I love Laguna Blue. I love the three of them together.
I love Laguna Blue thinks she'll never get picked for drag. I was like, she's gonna be on the next season. Laguna Blue has to be on the next season. Yeah. But Laguna Blue said, like, she's talked like in Instagram, she's like, I'll never get on Drag Race because I'm too ugly as a boy. And I'm like, they put Tina Burner on there. Tina Burner, not so pretty.
There is a little thing where, like, I love Rosé, but there is a little thing where even I'm like, and and Jan as well. I love Jan as well. Where I'm like, yeah, but like the bringing them down a peg kind of deal. Like,
well, and let's be honest, of the trio, Laguna Blue is the most talented.
There are times where I just like when I'm gone to see Jan perform,
and
where I'm kind of like, honey, just you don't need to screech everything. Like,
she needs to take it down a few notches.
Yeah, like
always has. I'm hoping that we get that kind of story from her on All Stars 6.
Yeah, it's just kind of like,
just go in, have fun, do what you got to do, but just take it down.
What ends up getting portrayed on TV is that it's these type A musical theater performers, Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's wind this up so we can go to bed.
Yes. I'm going to watch I May Destroy You now. Like, this is...
Okay. You're at episode 4?
I'm going to start episode 4. I'm back in my room. I have heat. I have power. I have water that I have to boil before I do anything with it, but I have water.
The world is a new place for you, Roger.
Like, it really... You take my things away, and now I appreciate them a lot more.
You totally do. That's the way it works.
And then I'm going to jump on a plane to Cancun tomorrow.
Yes. Join Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love you. Thank you for doing this as always. And we will probably meet again next week.
Yeah.
Whenever Snatch Game US comes back, you will see us here, folks.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you all for watching and listening. Bye, Roger.
Bye, Barry. Talk to you later.
Bye.